Like the time that George had to spend the night in jail. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay, when it must have been when when George was a teenager, and I was very little. I couldn't have been over 6 years old, I don't think. Anyway, they'd get a call from the police, and of course Dad couldn't answer the phone, so Mom answered it. But where George was going to a dance at the Moose Lodge when it was downtown Harvey, and Dad told him, you know, you can go to the dance, it'll be late, but don't hang around in the parking lot because it's going to be past curfew or something, I don't know, but you can't hang around outside, you got to be inside the dance. Yes, okay, fine. Well, the police chief found a bunch of them out, so he pulled them out and kind of like semi-arrested them, but didn't do any paperwork, right? So he pulled them in the station and called their parents to come get them and tell them this is what they were doing, and it was wrong, right? Well, I guess Dad was the only holdout, so he calls and says, tell Al to come pick up George. You know, he was in the parking lot, and, you know, I've got him here at the station. And so Mom is relaying this to Dad. And Dad's going, you tell Chief so-and-so I'll be there in the morning. Oh, my God. Now now I'm really little, right? I'm thinking like, okay, he's in jail. You know, I'm thinking, I have a
My brother in jail?
I have a brother that's a felon. You know what I mean? In my eyes, he's a murderer. He's a felon, right?
And
so,
Dad isn't going to get him.
So here's the thing. I mean, I don't know if he had a pipe in his hand. He goes, so then he goes, you tell the police chief I'll be there bright and early tomorrow morning. Pick him up. So my mom relays that to the police chief, and the guy goes, the police chief is saying, listen, I don't want to spend the night here, okay? He's not really arrested. Just tell him to pick him up. So Mom goes back and relays that to Dad. He goes, my answer's the same. You tell him I'll be there in the morning. And so now Mom starts crying. She's telling the chief that. She's crying. And I'm upstairs going, I have a brother that's a felon. I'm crying. I have no idea. I'm just crying because I'm thinking he's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. I mean, when you're
right,
little,
you don't know.
you have no context, you know. And the way Mom is crying, I'm thinking this is really bad. Okay, I mean, I don't see Mom crying, but she's crying and Dad's not doing anything. It's bad, man. It's really bad. So I'm thinking my brother is a felon. It was just like, wow.
But that goes back to the thing that Cheryl, her dad said, if you're big enough to get in trouble, you're big enough to get out of it.